Hurricane Harvey slammed into the state, packing 100-plus mile-an-hour winds. Rockport, Texas, is one of the hardest hit places.
Hurricane Harvey, the worst hurricane to hit the United States in more than a decade.
My name is Andy Barden. I live in Rockport, Texas. I'm one of the Hurricane Harvey survivors. I'm a proud father of 3 fine sons and a wonderful wife. I'm a self-employed contractor / carpenter. I've been very fortunate to have stayed busy for the last 37 years in this industry. My wife and I purchased this shop in September of 1991. The entire week prior to August 25th, the weather forecasters kept us up to date with regards to the progression of the storm. It wasn't really expected to become the catastrophic Category 4 storm that it became. And it happened so fast. It blossomed and magnified so fast. There wasn't really a lot of time to make a lot of preparations because I was expecting something so much smaller. My family had evacuated on Thursday night and I had decided to stay. This wasn't supposed to be the storm that it became. Had I known that this was going to be a Category 4 storm, I would have left with the family on Thursday night. Thought this was going to be a walk in the park, Category 1, 5 to 7 foot storm surge, 10 inches of rain. The next thing we knew, on Friday morning, Mother Nature had a surprise in store for all of us, and by then it was too late to leave. My son started texting me frantically as the day progressed on Friday, keeping me up to speed with regards to the development of the storm, its tracking, its strength. He ultimately convinced me that staying at the house or the shop was not a good idea and that I needed to seek shelter. At about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I felt like I had done all I could do where preparation was concerned, and I checked myself into a gymnasium at an elementary school, and I rode the storm out there. When it was all said and done, and I woke up the next morning, I was glad that I had. The wind was ferocious. I can't even tell you what must have been going on outside. I didn't see it until the following morning. Kind of walked down the hallway, opened up the double back doors, and I looked out, and nothing was close to resembling what it had looked like the evening before when I checked in. I didn't want to stay. I started my pickup truck and I headed towards this shop, and that was the first place I stopped on the way home. Made a left-hand turn onto Pearl, and I saw the shop for the first time. It was a pretty bad day. I saved all of the things that my boys and I have made over the years. Those were the first things that I salvaged, even though they were wet. I was lucky to find some of them. I saved just family memories, family mementos, a handful of tools. They were laying in the road out back. I just kind of threw them back in the pile of junk at the shop. And then I tried to work up enough courage to go home, see what was left of the house. And we were lucky. We were very lucky. You gotta make every day count. You just don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. I try to be very positive, even through this adversity. Somebody with a positive attitude and the desire and a goal, they get a lot of things done. I guess I'm determined to rebuild because I'm not going to let this get me down. I would feel very satisfied emotionally to know that, Mother Nature didn't take from us what was ours. FEMA won't assist with the reconstruction of the shop because it's not a primary residence. If you have any other properties, they consider that a luxury. For that reason, you are considered privileged. FEMA is not in the business of helping people that they consider to be privileged, whether that's the truth or not. I don't consider myself to be privileged. I may be better off than others, but that's only because my wife and I work so hard to have what we have. At some point in time, I'd like to be able to leave this building and this shop and its memories to my boys. When it's time for me to either move and go do something else, or maybe it's time for me to go find the white light and move on. I don't know, but I'd like to have something just to kind of hand down. I hope that there's fond memories that they have associated with this place, and I'm not going to let them bulldoze it. There's no way. It's not going to happen. If it takes me 5 years collecting aluminum cans off the side of the road to come up with enough money to rebuild this place, it's going to take 5 years, but it's going to get done.